Let a few people join in before I get into what we are talking about right here. Man, oh man, do I have a treat for you. I haven't done this in a while, but it should be fantastic. So, yeah, let me change something right here first. This is interesting. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. So, still waiting for a few people to join in before I start. Bam. Edit. Oh, here I go. Okay, we're live. We're good. We're good. Boom. Boom. All right. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. All right. So, first off, I get a lot of clients that are a little bit older, I'm going to say. You guys earned it, right? A little bit older, don't understand technology that much, and quite frankly, probably don't care to understand the technology that much, and I don't blame them. They've earned their right to do whatever the heck they want to do. So, one of the issues that I run into with these clients is they're constantly providing me with, quite frankly, to be honest, terrible graphics, DTF-wise, to print for them. And I was thinking about how I could kind of like fix that issue and help them be able to get clean, nice graphics. And I thought to myself, why not introduce you guys to Vexels again? And I have a affiliate link that I can link to the video. Matter of fact, let me take care of that right now, as a matter of fact, so that you guys can have the affiliate link and you guys can use the affiliate link so you guys won't, while I'm talking, it'll be nice and easy for you to find things. Content. Let me find my link real fast. All right. Content. Vexels. Because I've done videos showing you guys Vexels before. So before I get into showing you guys the actual website and what it can do and its new features, I'm going to try to find a link. Give me a second, guys. It's going to take a while. Vexel. A-Dubb Productions. Let me know you guys are here. Let me know if anybody's here, because I don't know. So let me know if anybody's watching this or if I'm by myself right now. All right, edit. Let me grab my Vexels link from the description of this specific video right here. Here we go. Boom. Grab the link, copy, go back to this live right here, and I'm going to put it, and I'm going to pin it to the chat. All right. Okay, here we go. Boom. All right. And as you guys are watching, hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Thank you so much for joining in, Mr. Lamar. All right. That's my Vexels affiliate link, and let's pin it to the top right here. How could I pin it to the top? Boom. Pin. All right. So, Vexels. What is Vexels? Let's just go and let's check it out. Let me create a pip for you guys. That's picture in picture. Boom, boom, boom. Let me make myself smaller. Let me change the aspect ratio. Let me change the shape. I want to make myself a diamond today. And that picture in picture is created, but let me edit it a little bit. I want to move myself in the corner. All right, there we go. All right, we're in the corner. All right, boom. All right, here we go. Vexels. All right, so this is my Vexels dashboard, guys. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. This is my Vexels dashboard. And Vexels is exactly what it is. It's Vexels. Vexels. What is Vexels? All right. I'm just going to show you guys what Vexels is, right? So my affiliate link is pinned to the top of the chat, but you guys can, let's go through Vexels and see what Vexels has to offer our lives. All right. First of all, let's go to design library. Matter of fact, let's do something easier. In the search, right? Up here in the search bar at the top, I'm just going to type in Christmas designs. All right. Christmas designs. And I'm going to press enter on my keyboard. All right. So Christmas designs, that's all I typed in. And let's go ahead and see what Vexels has to offer our life as far as Christmas designs are concerned. All right, you see all the designs. That's one I already downloaded. There's a hoe in this house. Interesting. Wow, let's click on that and check that out. There's a hoe in this house. Interesting. Okay, let's go back. Jeez. Okay, so you see all the Christmas designs right here. Let's go next. And let me know if you guys see anything that interests you here. So as you can see, we have pages and pages. Oh, look at that. That's funny. That's funny. Pages and pages of Christmas designs right here. This is funny. Got a BBL, Santa Claus with the BBL. Interesting. Let me know where you guys are viewing from as you guys are coming in. Give this video a like, a thumbs up, and share this video out with your friends. Got the panda, Santa panda. All right, give me, what are you guys looking for? I want to type in something that you guys in the chat want to see. All right, let me type in what's the holidays coming up? The holidays coming up is what's that? Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. So what you guys would do, right, is you guys would go on Vexels, you would search the design library, you'd find a design that you like, right? So let's say for this, for example, and you would download it. When you click download, amazing, you just got this great design. You see right there, it's shot right there to my downloads folder. I would open it up and and here you guys have it right here. You guys got the image. You guys got the JPEG right there. You got an Illustrator file, AI file, and yeah, so, and a PDF file. So you guys, all the high resolution images that you need for this specific design right here. So yeah, it's Adobe Illustrator file, which means you can open it up in Illustrator and you can edit this design if you are that advanced, right? So that's just the basics right there. All right, that's just the basics. Let me click this off right here. And yeah, so let's go try something else. And this is the tool, one of the things that I really want you guys to pay attention to. So you got design library, t-shirts, vectors, right? Vectors, graphics, PNs and SVGs, mockups, t-shirt PSD templates. The t-shirt PSD templates you can fully edit in Photoshop, right? Because it gives you a .psd. That's the file that's native to Photoshop. But these files also open up in other graphic design software such as Affinity Design, or I think even Corel Draw. You got phone case designs, tote bag designs, pillow designs, mug designs, all sorts of designs. But we also have a merch designer, mockup generator, and an AI design generator, an image vectorizer. So if you have a vector image, or if you have an image that's not a vector, I guess you can upload the image and it'll transform your image into a vector file to make your design more scalable and stuff like that, so it won't lose resolution. There's the old t-shirt maker, and they have a new t-shirt maker. So let's go to AI design generator. All right. So Fez Y says looks more organized than Kittle. I'm not sure because I don't use Kittle, but let's click on the AI design generator. All right. So it navigated us to that. So I want you guys to give me a prompt. What are you guys looking for? Somebody in the chat, give me a prompt. If I don't get a prompt, I'm gonna write my own prompt. Some of you guys might not know what a prompt is. A prompt is basically give me a description of what you want me to type in here for the AI to generate the image, right? So the first thing you would do in Vexels is you would select the type, the style of artwork that you wanted to generate. So you click down here, and from these images right here, you'll pick the style, whether you want it to be hand-drawn, polygonal, tribal, steampunk, art deco, retro sci-fi, watercolor, grunge, detailed black and white, Japanese type style, pixel art, trippy, vaporwave, line art, digital art, minimalist, high contrast, comic, kawaii, detailed art, or anime. All right, so I'm gonna do something that I didn't plan on doing. I'm gonna press digital art, and I'm going to type in. I'm gonna press 16 by 19, and I'm gonna say, "You are a graphic designer. Create a logo for my company. For my company, A-Dubb Productions. My company specializes, no, my company, yeah, I can say that, specializes in embroidery and printed apparel. Did I spell that right? Incorporate embroidery in the design and make the background transparent. I missed the N. Transparent. All right, is that good enough prompt? All right, I'm gonna hit enter, or I'm gonna hit generate to. I'm gonna hit enter. All right, boom. Oh wait, let me hit generate to, and let's see what the AI creates for us, guys. Oh man, I spelt the A-Dubb Jesus productions. I'm gonna have to generate that again. I spelled the word wrong. Make sure you are spelling everything correctly, guys, because you'll screw it up just like I did. All right, so let me can you stop it? I can't stop it. Okay, so I'm gonna let it keep on going, and then we'll see. Oh look, it got it right. I don't like any of these logos, but that's cool. It got embroidery right there, got embroidery right there. I think it's pretty cool. Printed apparel. Look at that. See what it created? So that right there is a logo that you could use, right? So let me change the design style from artwork to line art. Where's line art at? All right. Tribal, grunge, detail, pixel, trippy, line art. Right here. Okay, cool. All right. So now I have line art. Make the image simple and classy. period. All right, let's see what it creates now. Boom. So I got this AI in Vexels creating a logo, a new logo for A-Dubb Productions. All right, let's see what it creates. Let's see what it creates. If any of you guys in the chat have a prompt that you guys want me to type in here, let me know. I'll type it in and we can see what this AI comes up with. All right. So look at that. All right. So I'm not liking the fact that it's using the old embroidery hoop. So you'd have to adjust the prompt so that it uses something more modern. Okay, classy. Use mighty hoops in the image. And oh, you know what? I'm gonna change embroidery. Specialize in multi-needle machine embroidery. There we go. Incorporate embroidery in the text of the design. There we go. Use mighty hoops. No. I'm gonna take that out. The image, the logo should primarily be made of the font. The logo should, how do I say that? The logo should primarily be the name of the company. The name of the company. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we get. All right. Let's see what we get. Oh, I still got line art. I wanted to change it to something else, but it's okay. We'll do it again and we'll change it to something else. I just want to demonstrate what you guys can create. The more specific you are, the better image that you get. So yeah. If any of you guys have used AI before, let me know if your experience has been kind of like what the experience I get on Vexels. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so let's click onto another style. I like anime. I'm gonna click anime style and I'm gonna click generate again. All right, I don't like any of those. But you guys can see, you can just keep on working with it until you get something that you like, you know, depending on what subscription that you get to the Vexel service, you're not limited to, you know, any amount of times that you can generate stuff, depending on the subscription that you get. All right, so you guys have to know that. Vexels always has Black Friday sales, which we missed. But look, this is pretty cool. A-Dubb Productions. I kind of like this one better. Let's click on that right here. Boom, boom, boom. Vectorize. Remove background. I think it's going to open up the shirt builder right there. All right, there it is right there, the shirt builder. And okay, so full disclosure here, guys. I'm not that proficient in operating this website. My goal was to show you guys how the website works. So right now I'm kind of still figuring out everything. And to me, it should have brought the image and put it on the shirt. And I know there is remove background, apply mask, vectorize, blending mode, normal, but I don't see my image anywhere here. And these settings right here, Boom. Collections. Thanksgiving. All featured. I don't know any of these. Oh, AI generated quotes. Interesting. That's for text. Generate graphics. Okay. Upload AI generations. Okay, here it is. So I found it. It's right here. I had to go to this right here and then the AI generated graphics. And I can click on this one, for example, and it adds it to the shirt. I click on it and I can scale it up and see what it looks like. But we don't like that one. Let me delete that. So go back here. AI generations. I said I like this one, so I'm gonna click on that. All right, click on it again, make it big. And just to see what it looks like on a shirt, let me make it a little bit smaller. And let me position it where it would actually be. That's a little bit big, so I'll put it right here. And then I would go remove background right there. And it's removing the background. I'm so curious how people who identify as artists feel comfortable using and promoting generative AI. What are your thoughts and feelings? Okay, so this is my thoughts and feelings about this, right? And this is exactly what I said and why I started the chat like I did. So in my instance, right, in my example, I get a lot of senior citizens that want to participate in the garment decorating space. The graphics that they've been sending me has been horrendous. Let me try to bring something up for you. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Shopify store and I'm going to show a graphic that I recently got from a customer, right? And you guys will understand what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm in my background. I don't want to bring my stuff up on the screen. So, okay. Okay. How do I show this without showing? I can't. All right, hold on. So I have a customer right here that wanted some DTFs. She paid for it, but didn't upload a design, right? But I have another customer. 1 second. Let me find his order. All right, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. I just created something for him today. All right, so, all right. So this is the image that the person provided for me to print. What's wrong with this image? In the chat, what is wrong with this image? In the chat, I'm waiting to hear from you guys. What's wrong with this image? Let me see if you guys understand what's going on here. Good evening, everyone. Aaron says good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Aaron. What is wrong with this image right here? Tell me in the chat. I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Okay, y'all taking too long. The image has a watermark all over it, right? So obviously this person grabbed the image from wherever they got the image from and they thought I was going to be able to print it up, which I can. Exactly, Ivan. It has watermarks all over it. And people, like, sometimes they don't know. They're older folks, they're not familiar, right? Background should be transparent as well. Exactly. All right, so let me give you another example, because I'm getting this on a consistent more and more. And it's okay, because I want to work with these people, all right? Because they deserve and they have the right to participate in the garment decorating space as well, right? So, okay. Here's another one. All right. Boom. Show this image. Okay. Here's another example. They sent me this to print. You guys following here? You guys following? So this stuff is like a gift and a curse, right? So from a graphic designer's perspective is what you asked. I'm so curious about how people who identify as artists feel comfortable using and promoting generative AI. I don't think that people who identify as artists feel comfortable promoting generative AI. I don't think that people that are artists are promoting it necessarily. I think people in general are showing creative ways or ways they can use it to help them create their art, right? And in some instances, people can use it to just create their art altogether, such as my clients right here. Say you're not familiar with computers. You're like in your 70s or 80s or something like that. You're not familiar with computers. You barely know how to get on my website and order stuff. Only way you know how to do it is because you watch my video and I show you what buttons to click, right? But you want graphics. Who's going to serve those people? That's where I am with it. Who's going to serve those people? Who's going to help them, not feel needy? This AI technology will. So from that's why I'm showing this, and that's one instance where it can be extremely useful to a certain demographic of people. Guys following? All right. So so that image had a background. I can show you another one. Let me go over here. And this is all coming from my Shopify store in the background. All right. Where we at right here? All right. Well, you guys get the point. You guys get, okay. Oh, let me show you this last one right here, because this was, all right. Here we go right here. Here's another one. All right. What's wrong with this one? And if I zoom in, it's very, very jagged. It's not high resolution, and it has a background, right? So these are just some examples of stuff that I get. And it just so happens that these specific clients that order from me are a little bit older. So they can take advantage of something like this. All right. So, and regardless of how we feel about it, and regardless of how we feel as though it's intrusive, it's borderline disrespectful, it's destroying industries, there's nothing we can do about it. It's here to stay. It's going to disrupt every industry, and there's nothing that we can do about it. Either you play or you get left behind. That's it. I'm not saying I like it, but what I'm saying is that there are many different use cases within our businesses that we can utilize it to make our businesses more profitable, right? And if you don't use it, if you keep on hating it and neglecting it and not giving it a shot and not figuring out how you can implement it in your business, you're cooked. You're done. You're done. So that's how I feel about it. Let me read some comments real fast. I mean, sure, that is definitely a topic to discuss, but there is a difference between generative AI and using digital programs to correct images. Yep, I've done both. And I don't know. Regardless of how we feel about it, the difference between generative AI creating the whole graphic versus correcting a graphic, people are going to do both. People are going to do everything in between also. So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter how we feel. Like, it's not like you're talking to the guy that can stop it, right? So I didn't create it. I didn't make this website. I didn't make ChatGPT. I didn't make all the other AIs. I'm just a guy showing you. You know what I mean? So, like, you can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. Nobody on the chat can do anything about it. So it's like, embrace it, use it, or get left behind. When it first came out, when these applications first started coming out, I 100% get where you're coming from. I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I hate it. Oh my gosh. What annoys me right now? All the videos on social media, especially if they're not showing anybody. I'm thinking like, if just a hint of me think it's an AI video, I click off of it. But guess what? It is what it is. It's here to stay. It's going to become more and more accepted, and we have no choice but to utilize it, man. It's just the nature of the beast. There's plenty of things that happened in history that people hated, and people chose not to. A group of people chose not to embrace it, and it just kept on happening anyway. And eventually, they had no choice but to embrace it, but to use the technology. So it's just one of those things, man. It's like we can't backpedal from this. Hey, bro, I've been watching your videos for a while, and you've been really helpful. I recently got the Ricoh RI 1000X, and I've been having trouble with it. And would you be able to answer some questions? Not on this video, because this video isn't about that, but yes, I could answer some questions. I do have consultations, and you can hit me up at adubbproductions@gmail.com and adubbproductions@gmail.com, and we can discuss setting up a consultation in reference to your Ricoh RI 1000X. All right, so I don't know. I disagree. There is a morality we must have in how we conduct our businesses and what we put in the world, but I appreciate your voice and your opinion. A lot of people get offended when asking. No, I'm not offended at all, because I didn't make it. I didn't create it. I don't have anything to do with that, and I can't control it. And the big businesses are using it. Little businesses are using it. And quite frankly, we don't have any choice. Regardless of what you disagree with, and I get it, there is a morality standpoint, but business doesn't care about morals. Business does not, let me repeat that. Business and technology does not care about what's morally right versus wrong. And we're not just talking about AI. We're talking about in general, right? If something tragic happens in your life, and for whatever reason, it's beyond your control. You get a terminal illness for no reason, and for some reason you can't go to work. Is the mortgage company going to morally say, guess what? You know what? Don't worry about that mortgage, right? Don't worry about that mortgage. I understand you got sick. It's beyond your control. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you don't have the energy to get up out of bed. You're on the deathbed. And then you still got to pay a mortgage, bro. Business does not care about morality. So when you learn to remove your feelings out of it, there's nothing we can do about it, man. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing. You and I talking on this live. Look, there are 13 people on this live right now. "14. Guess what we can do about AI? Collectively. Nothing. So we can disagree. We can talk about the morality standpoint, the morality aspect of it. That's fine. We can talk about it. But the reality still remains. This talk right here, it's happening. It's growing. And it's going to keep on growing. And there's nothing that we can do about it, bro. So you can disagree. But I mean, what's your take? Do you think there's something we can do about it? What can we do about it? How can we stop it? How can we prevent it from happening? How can you, as a matter of fact, since you disagree with it, what can you do from a moral standpoint to make sure that the morality is implemented in this AI technology on a world scale so that it doesn't interfere with the moral standpoint of how we feel and how we conduct our business? I already know the answer to this question. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. And we just got to accept it, man. I'm sorry. So, Vexels. All right. That's the harsh truth. That's the harsh truth. So, Vexels. All right. So, we already showed the shirt that it created. Here's some other stuff that it created right here. Hold on. When I go, boom, AI generations. So I printed this up earlier today. All right. So never too old to get it in. All right. So another client, older client, contacted me, and this person paid. I showed you that already. They paid for a an image, but they didn't upload one. And they contacted me on Instagram and said, "Hey, I wasn't sure how to upload my image. I didn't even have an image, but I want something that has to do with working out for my nephew. He's a 4XL, and he's a big guy. So I told her it's gonna have to be a bigger design. It's a little bit more for that design, and I'll create something for you, right? So I see it on the screen right here, and I sent it to her today, and here's a DTF of it right here. All right. So this is just another example of how, if she would have been able to understand how to work this technology, then she could have created this or something like this or rendition of this for herself, because she told me, I think she's in her 70s. I think she's in her 70s, this particular client. And you want to get on Photoshop? Mr. Gar's baby girl. Oh, Mr. Gar's baby girl. What would you suggest? What would your suggestion be for me to handle these particular clients like this? What would be your suggestion? What should I do? What is a way that I can stay productive in handling my other customers that upload images correctly and still help my senior customer base produce something and still participate in the garment decorating space and still try to do something to supplement their income? What would your suggestion be from a morality standpoint? All right, should I charge them the price that I charge them and go into Affinity and create the graphic from scratch and charge them an arm and a leg? Because I would have to charge them an arm and a leg, because the time that it would take me to create something like this versus just typing in a prompt, and giving it to them for free and just printing their graphic up, the time that I would have to charge them for creating a graphic, they'd be out. They'd be priced out. If they went and hired a graphic designer, they'd be priced out. They just wouldn't do it, right? So in this case, it works, right? So I don't know. It's a good debate, good conversation to have. I want to know what you feel about it. So getting back to Vexels. All right. So Vexels also has a service. Let me go over here real fast. And they also have a service. I don't know where is that at. Design studio, bulk production, resources, help center, learn, feedback, digital. Okay. Quote generator. They also have a service where you can request for a graphic to get made, for them to make a graphic for you. I'm not sure exactly where it is. Mockup generator. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Quote generator. I'm not sure what this is. So let me click on it. Generate quotes. Create a quote for a product. I guess you type this in and it generates something. I have no idea what this is. I gotta talk to the Vexels team and see what all this new stuff is on the website. But they have a lot of different things on here, and what I like about it is you can go to t-shirts, right? And you can just skim through all the many t-shirt designs that they have available. You can type in at the top, like I said, any topic that you want. And these are all graphics that they had pre-AI, but you can also use the AI technology on here. If you are not proficient with graphic designing, even if you are proficient in graphic designing, you can still use this technology to speed up your workflow and to increase your productivity and your profitability in your business. So like I said, the Vexels link. My affiliate link is linked, pinned to the top of the chat. And let's have a discussion. That was a very, very interesting discussion, Mr. Garris, baby girl. I think that's a very interesting discussion. We can continue with that because I think this was very, very, very interesting. Your perspective, and I have that perspective too. But the fact still remains: there's nothing that we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. So in this instance, we have 973 pages of graphics that we can skim through right here to choose from on Vexels' website. Another thing that's available for you guys on my website. Let me open up another tab. I'm going to go to my website, alanawade.com, and I'm going to go to customs. I'm going to go to build a DTF gang sheet, sign up for my mailing list, customs, build a DTF gang sheet. And then I'm going to go to, select this one, for example. I'm going to build a gang sheet. And then start a new gang sheet. And I'm going to go right over here to uploads. No, I'm going to go gallery on the left-hand side, gallery. And here is my images, many styles, Black Girl Magic Juneteenth. I'm going to go to many styles. All right, so if you click here, you see the many different DTFs that I have available, images that I have available that are royalty free, by the way. They are watermarked right now, but when I get them, they will not be watermarked. So you can zoom in with 2 fingers and see the actual graphic right there. So I have many, many of these graphics, hundreds and hundreds of them available in my gallery for you guys to choose from. All right, so a lot of people don't utilize this because they don't know that this is here on my website, but these are some very, very cool graphics right here. See my watermark on there, Alan A. Wade. But like I said, when you guys pay for your gang sheet and get them, the watermarks will not be on the DTF transfers. They're just there for obvious reasons, so people don't like steal the designs and stuff like that and print them up somewhere else. So let me just delete that one so we can look at this one. Boom, delete this, delete that. And you upload back up that Turtles. Let's zoom in on that and check it out. Oh, that's the Ninja Turtles right there. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. So a lot of graphics for like kids shirts and stuff like that. And by the way, I'm gonna start having implementing kids shirts and kids designs and kids finished products on the website this week coming up. Matter of fact, no, after the new year coming up. So stay tuned for that. Got some Mickey design, Mickey Mars attack designs, a bunch of designs. I got hundreds and hundreds of designs that you guys can choose from on my website that are just ready to go. Look, I got this French design right here. You guys have seen that before. This was all over the internet like last Halloween. So yeah, I got that one on the website also. So plenty of stuff for you guys to choose from. And that is Vexels, guys. That's Vexels in a lump sum. But like I said, you guys can click on the link, go check out the website for yourself, see if it's something that's useful to you. Also in the chat, what else would you guys recommend as far as graphic creation is concerned for people that aren't as technologically savvy as graphic designers and as we are, people that have been dealing with computers and stuff like that and graphic design softwares and different softwares since we were younger, like myself. What would you recommend for people that want to get involved but can't get involved because of that barrier to entry, right? Learning how to use software is complex and complicated. And let's be realistic, it takes years for you to get really proficient and start producing things to the magnitude that people have in their heads and they want to produce. It sometimes takes a way longer time for different people. It takes each person a different amount of time to develop those skills, those graphic design skills. And some people don't have an eye for it, but they know what they want in their head and they can type it out so the AI can assist them in that. So there is a morality standpoint. I agree with you guys. There is some type of standpoint where this is all weird stuff. It's very invasive. They're creating deep fake videos. We don't know what's real anymore. It's a scary space, but only thing we can do is sit back and see what happens, see what rules and mandates the government puts in place, and use the technology to help grow our businesses. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this live. I hope you guys got something useful out of it. I certainly delivered exactly what I wanted to show you guys, and I hope you guys got some knowledge out of it. AlanAwade.com if you guys want to order any DTF transfers. If you want any embroidery jobs, contact me, adubbproductions@gmail.com, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. It's late. I'm about to make a steak, to be honest. It's 7:22. I'm about to make 2 steaks, and I think I might eat one. I think I'm gonna stay up a little bit late tonight, and yeah, I got some brie cheese with some spread. It's about to be on and popping, guys. So guys, have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on